welcome back to my channel. My name is Kemi and we're about to watch Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 5 and 6. I want to thank everyone who's joining me here on YouTube and on Discord and also on Facebook. Thank you everyone who's in the comments section. I want to give a special shout out to the people who've given me a super chat this morning. Mike M2002, I want to thank you. Tina, thank you so much. It's her first super chat as well. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone in the comments section. I am so grateful to have you guys on my team. Over on Discord, I want to also thank our host, Morgan, who's putting it out there. Every Saturday he shows up. Tina too shows up. Thank you so much to all the moderators who are showing up and doing what they do best over on Discord. I couldn't do it without them. So a shout out to all the people helping me behind the scenes, to my editor, to just everyone who's been very supportive, okay? So if you're first time here and you don't know how this works, I don't mind telling you again. There is a link pinned to the top of the chat, to the live chat. Please use that link, head over to Discord. That way you can see what I'm watching, exactly what I'm reacting to. If you have your own copy, great. You know, watch it long, but because I notice that sometimes in reactions, people always ask, where are you? What part are you? Where did you pause? I can't answer that question. The moderators are so busy, they can't keep up as well. So it's always best to join us on Discord, okay?
My son has no interest in the Iron Throne.
And I see no reason for hostility between us.
The wording of this oath?
The same Ned Stark swore to Robert 18 years ago. In the morning, I'll destroy my brother's army.
Which is why I am begging you to reconsider this battle.
I'd have better luck debating the wind. We could end this war in a fortnight.
It wasn't her!
No, she didn't do it. It's gone all over my body. Oh! Am I dreaming? What just happened? What just happened? Oh, see.
We've got to leave. Now. Not that way.
This is how this girl killed the man from the thing on her wuha. Please pause. Hey! Goodness gracious. Please pause. I need a moment. We're just starting. What just happened? So Renly is dead. They just kill people in this film anyhow. What was the point of this? They just kill people anyhow. What is going on? Hey! So a woman's VJJ eventually killed Renly. He died by something from a woman's something. That's it. He died by something from a woman's something. The guy said he was gay. He didn't want. For goodness sake. For goodness sake. Hey. Oh my God. And he and Rob would have been perfect. Perfect match. Oh my goodness. Why? Why didn't they see the thing? The ghost was so fast. The demon. The girl didn't even have a chance. What? So the demon came in with a knife? Oh, I don't like this. It's just, oh my goodness. I don't even know. I don't know what was said after they stabbed him. And look at the way they screamed. When this girl screamed, I was like, what just happened? I couldn't even see the thing that attacked him in the mirror. I couldn't see it. I was like, what just happened here? It was when she now screamed. I said, what? She screamed. And look at her, she's crying. And they came in to kill her without even asking. Because she was standing right in front of him. She was standing right in front of him. There was nothing. Hey, oh my goodness. This is so upsetting to me. Let me just write it down. Renly is dead.
Loras.
My lord, my lady, get out. Your former companions will fight for the privilege of selling you to their new king.
And you want that privilege for yourself.
You will note that I am standing here talking to you.
Brienne of Qarth murdered Renly.
I don't believe that. Who gained the most from our king's death?
Stannis.
would have been a true king.
Yes, he would have. Yes, he would have.
I have always found that to be the purest of motivations. Smart about it.
You can't avenge him from the grave.
Oh, see he's pinned. It's the stag's antlers. Oh, so beautiful.
He was very handsome.
He was, Your Grace. Do you want to be a queen?
No.
The queen of the 7 kingdoms of the...
By whom?
Accounts differ.
To whomever did it, I say, well done.
It's not what Varys says. Stannis Baratheon is coming for us. Sooner rather than later. Marcella's a sweet, innocent girl, and I don't blame her at all for you.
Aren't you always so clever with your schemes and your plots?
We need to be ready.
No need to concern yourself over it. You may, specifically, or you may ask vaguely. The answer will be the same.
It's important that we talk about this.
It's Wildfire.
Wildfire? That's a lie right there.
It is not a lie. Why would I lie?
When I tell him you're fucking her, I mean.
She's making Wildfire.
But then perhaps his own...
This guild has been commissioned.
There's only one way to find out.
They have thousands of pots already stored in their vaults. They are planning to launch it from the city walls into Stannis' ships and armies. Please. I heard her talking with the pyromancer.
I don't care about your life.
But he cares about his life.
Oh, Lancel, tell my friend Bronn to please kill you if anything should happen.
Grace? I grieve for him as well. The boy he was. Not the man he...
I need to speak to you about what I saw in that cave.
I made it clear to you that you come to lecture me on truth.
I come to tell you that what I saw...
All my brother's banner. They won't be able to resist us now. Soon I shall be sitting on the Iron Throne.
He knows. He probably knows she's a witch. And he's covering for her.
Once Blackwater Bay is cleared, we'll deliver our troops to their doorstep and take the city.
He knows she's a witch, but a bigger witch. With demons spewing from between her legs.
Will be hers.
I never thought I'd have reason to doubt your loyalty. Was I wrong?
Don't believe she whispers orders in your ear and you obey.
But it's not even in your ear she's whispering. She's whispering it in between her legs for you.
You won those bannermen from Renly.
Then you lead the fleet into Blackwater Bay.
I don't know.
Most of those lords should consider themselves lucky I don't hang them for treason.
Symbolic that the demon came out from between her legs. Are they trying to imply that what is between a woman's legs can be very dangerous? Why? Why did he just come out from her mouth? Why must she...
Does that mind of yours you keep going on about?
Well, he hasn't said a raven in weeks. He's planning on holding...
Corruption! Yes! Surprised when the fruit of the incest is rotten? Yes!
King is a lost cause. It's the rest of us I'm worried about now.
Dancing king prancing down his blood-stained halls to the tune of a twisted demon monkey.
Twisted demon monkey, is that you?
Talking about you.
He's talking about you.
Demon monkey. Blame me? Trying to save them.
You don't need to convince me.
Follow him, protection, before they attack you. Before they attack you, he said, did you see how he did his hand? Demon monkey. It was you he was talking about. Theon, so you've joined your people.
I'm your commander. Welcome.
Where are we headed, Captain?
If you do your jobs well.
And who decides if we've done our jobs well? Since before you left Balon's balls, Captain. Don't reckon I've got much use for your ideas on how to do it. Don't reckon I've got much use for a captain at all. You wouldn't know where I could find myself a ship now, would you?
Drag you back here in chains and hang you for a traitor.
Stop! Congratulations on your first command.
Better get out there. Wouldn't want her to set sail without you.
That would never happen. My crew would wait on deck for a year if I asked them to. This lot, though.
Dagmar, first marker.
Now am I supposed to prove myself by pillaging piss-poor fishing villages?
Do they do as they're told? Do they do as they like? The seat of the House of Tallheart.
We got word that we'd taken Torrens Square, the Starks would send their men to take it back.
Our spies report just growing discontent among the northern lords.
This is war. No one's content. He has a good mind for warfare. His men worship him.
You've been waiting for him to fail. He is not going to. So how do we stop him?
We've worked through the night, my lord. Perhaps we'd profit from some sleep.
Yes, I think you would, Reginald. And because you're my cousin, I might even let you wake from that sleep. Go before I change my mind and send her your head. Water. We'll be here for some time. Where are you from? And who are the lords of Maiden Pool? Remind me.
House Mooton, my lord.
And what is their sigil?
Yeah.
A red. And one more time, where are you from?
Baratheon, my lord. House Dustin. 2 crossed long axes beneath a black crown.
And what do they say of Robb Stark in the north?
They say he can turn into a wolf himself when he wants. They say he can't be killed. Anyone can be killed.
Okay, so let me just give my commentary here. It's a good time. So, with regards what's happening at this table, I think that other man who's Lannister, Tywin's cousin, was explaining that he was tired and he wanted to go, and they let him. Tywin was obviously upset that, listen, I'm talking about war. My son is held captive, and you're telling me you want to get some rest. You know, if it was your child, would you want to get some rest? Okay, go home. Go on, don't go and sleep, because he thought he could retire maybe in the back. He said, go to your wife, go, just get out of my sight. Because if you stick around me, I might just end up killing you and sending you her head. In trying to, Tywin is truly, I as much as I hate him, I love him with that same intensity, because I am completely for disciplined people and people who do what they say and mean what they say. And intelligent people. He is just a perfect leader. Let's just call it what it is. Excluding his that he raised children that are siblings that romance the stone, or I don't know how else to draft what I want to say. Incest. But outside the negativity that I feel for him, it's just because I feel angry with him is because, if you think about it, it's because of Cersei and Jaime. Other than Cersei and Jaime, Tywin is a great guy. He's doing his job. He had his children. And then also because he treats Tyrion badly. He treats him badly, and I don't like to see anyone treat Tyrion badly, because he didn't choose to come into this world the way that he is, right? And I respect that about him. He is very intelligent, and he's also observant. You see, Tywin, you can't pass a quick one. If it's a matter of intelligence and seeing who can outsmart the person, trust Tywin to outsmart you. The best way to deal with him is to catch him by surprise, and you can't really catch him by surprise because he's very... Look at what has happened now. In the split second when he was outside, when he first arrived this place where everybody is, remember how he discovered Arya? He just walked from one point. He hadn't taken 10 steps to the other point. And he was like, hey, that's a girl over there. How? The fact that she had strapped her boobs, done everything, he could sense that there was something that he must have seen as an adult, that all these other soldiers, he's a trained general. You know what I mean? Not trained alone in eye service, but it's in him. From the moment he was skinning the stag and doing whatever it was, from the moment he appeared on our screen. Here again, he has seen probably how she walks, or maybe how she smells. I don't know what it is that made him ask her these questions, because she must have done something. Anytime Arya comes into his presence, it's as if he's observing something about her, noticing. He said, no, we're going to drink water, because clearly these men are already sleepy from the wine. We're going to drink water. And then before she went back again to go, was it the way she was using the fork to dish the food? Maybe from the table, he was looking at her and she was like, this girl has table manners, like from, I don't know. But what I'm seeing is that he observed Arya and said, you are not from around here. Where are you from? The Arya threw him one lie, and the guy was like, okay, so what's their sigil? You know, those kind of questions. It reminds me of the things our mothers used to ask us when we were teenagers to tell if we had lost our virginity. Yes, your mother will be like, I can see you like that boy, yo. I hope you know that boys like that are very hairy down there. And stupid girls will go like, he's not hairy down there, mommy. Then you would have to explain to your mother. If you're a big fool, you say he only has 2 hairs and a birthmark. You know, those little things. Our mothers would throw tricks on us, like just ask you stupid questions to know if you've been sneaking around, to know the way you're looking like your cheeks are growing. You'll be like, boys from their village, they don't know how to do. If you then, you will not get pregnant. You answer in defense of the man that you love. Before you know it, your mother will fold her arms and look at you that she really gave birth to a useless child. These things were the things Africa. So Tywin told Arya, okay, you've answered the question. You've answered question 2. Question 3, what is their sigil? That's how Arya was counting her teeth with her tongue. Like, what is... Then he says, okay, let me get you again. Let me give you another chance to redeem yourself. But because Arya is already educated, Arya could not have... Because you could see from Bran was learning the sigils of other houses and their family and their this and their that. So it means Arya, because of her education, could at least name 5 different houses in the north to cover the mistake that she made. And quickly, she had something to say. This is the sigil, this is the, because it was her people. And I'm sure an illiterate maiden girl from the north might not have known every single house and their stacks and their sigils the way Arya was able to leads in the north. So it's just fantastic how, what I'm trying to say is just fantastic how Tywin was able to handle this situation and how Arya to give a comeback. Her emotions, as he began to talk about the bravery of her brother, her emotions took over and said, no, anyone can die. And then she looked at him because he is probably on her list. Do you understand? He is probably on her list. Remember that list she's reeling off of people? Maybe he's not, but I feel that she might put him on her list or whatever. So that was just by the way. Who else do I want? The Iron Theon of the Iron Throne and whatever he's doing. Like I said before, I cannot blame him. You see, the thing is, you can't, and this is going to be critiquing the Stark. You can't wipe away history of war by just kindness and acceptance, right? And that is just the truth. Theon is reacting like a normal person. It's not easy to forget the past. Just imagine it now with adoption, right? If, for instance, you have treated someone's family terribly in the past, and because you adopted them, you didn't even adopt them as a baby where they can't remember where they're from. You adopted them as a teenager after they have seen you, the evil you've done to their parents and their life. And you now say, because I have treated you kindly and did not kill you, that you will treat me with the same respect. It takes a really childlike, pristine, kind person to forget that past. Even a thief who has a child, you would see that that child would always want to protect their parents. Look at it across board. When you hear about murderers, killers, when they have children, like their children hate what their parents did. They will say, I hate what my father did, but he was a good daddy to me. That mindset is what blood and the feeling of being someone's child does to you. Theon is not happy with his dad. You can see that he had an explosive moment with his dad. But because they shared the same blood, he would rather betray the people who have taken care of him this past few years than the one who even threw him away. It's an emotional, it's a psychological thing that he has. And because, he's, I don't know if he's going through puberty. No, I think he's a young man. So he's still evolving. You can see anytime it comes to sex, he's always acting so as if it's the first time he's having it. He hasn't really calmed down. He always wants to dominate on. Little Joffrey traits. It's just that he's not insane. But he always wants to have that in charge. It's mine. It's mine. It's a feeling of lack and abandonment. He needs therapy. Everybody on this show needs therapy. Even me watching. Like, he needs therapy. Theon hasn't healed from being abandoned by his dad, thrown away, then being enslaved and diminished in the Stark's family, because he knew he was not a Stark, and he was the Theon Greyjoy. Is it Greyjoy? It's Greyjoy, right? Theon Greyjoy. He was the Theon that was thrown away. Theon that was a ward in the house of the Starks. Theon that was not really there. Doesn't that guy that just walked look familiar?
It's nothing.
Isn't that the man that was in jail?
I was always a girl.
And I was always aware.
Oh, you were?
I should have let you burn. I didn't have a choice.
You did. A man pays his debts. A man owes 3, and only death may pay for life. You stole 3 deaths from the Red God. We have to give them back.
Are you serious?
Speak 3 names.
Tywin, Cersei, and Jaime. Are you serious?
A man has said.
They call him the Tickler.
That is enough.
A man needs a name. What's your business with the... What's your business with the Tickler? Go for the main. Go for the main. Oh my goodness. It's just like a child seeing a king and they ask you, what do you want? You now say candy. Candy from where?
He'd have seen us, blown the horn. I heard the half-hand spent half of last winter beyond the wall.
Beautiful, isn't it? Gilly, you'd love it, eh? Before the Targaryens defeated the Andals, before the Andals took Westeros from the First Men.
Before I die, please, stop talking.
What do you think they were like, the First Men?
Stupid. Smart people don't find themselves in places like this.
1 blast is for Rangers returning. Wildlings is 2 blasts.
And 3 for White Walkers. Well, I read it in a book.
Friend.
Take care, my lord. No, I have not conducted this experiment. Substance burns so hot, it melts flesh like tallow.
It's making grand claims about jars full of pig shit. No offense meant.
Our order does not deal in pig shit.
The substance is far given form, and we have been perfecting it since the days of Magor.
To do what?
And flung at the enemy.
How much do you have?
Then maybe you'd hit your target 1 time in 10. I don't know if you've ever seen a battle, old man, but things can get a bit messy. Which means pots falling.
which means fire inside the walls.
Not dare insult my order whilst Aerys Targaryen lived.
Well,
they're tricking him so he can show it to them.
We have been working tirelessly, day and night, at 7,811.
The contents of this room could lay King's Landing low. You'll be making it for me.
Oh, yeah?
Let him sleep, Doria.
Yes, Khaleesi.
Oh, the dragons even like her. I'm telling you, they went on her hand. That's what I was just saying. I was like, they
say he's the wealthiest man in Qarth.
It is known. Men like to talk about other men when they're happy.
You would look like a real princess in Xaro.
She's not a princess, she's a Khaleesi.
You are their guest. It would be rude not.
About her people, her culture. It feels like she left them behind.
Sounds wonderful. The Marini.
Isn't that her servant that she was smiling to?
Ivisaki mai. Desise.
Kishi nevaki mai. Ana adrik kishi vos ali.
What are they saying? I don't see the subtitles. Is that normal here?
It's not the kind of queen I'm going to be.
Mother of Dragon. A demonstration. Into its depths. Look closely enough, and you can see yourself in them. Often more than once. Should you grow tired of Xaro's baubles and trinkets, it would be an honor to host you at the House of the Undying. You are always welcome, Mother of Dragons.
My apologies.
What is the House of the Undying?
And their minds soft. So soft.
Do I know you?
I know you. She needs true protectors, now more than ever. And when they see, they shall lust.
To me, it just looked like we should reach my son's camp tomorrow. I've been away from them for far too long. My own mother died on the birthing bed.
Will you give me leave to go, my lady?
His own guards are sworn to keep him safe.
I'm as good as any of them.
Renly's death was no fault of yours. You served him bravely. You serve nothing and no one by following him into the earth.
But I could serve you, if you would have me. A woman's kind of courage. And I think that when the time comes, you will not hold me back. Promise me that you will not hold me back from Stannis.
When the time comes, I will not hold you back.
Then I am yours, my lady. I swear it by the old gods and the new.
And that I shall ask no service of you that might bring you dishonor.
And it's not just thieves, my lord. The 3 sons is away fighting. I've known to mind my flock now, only me. My wife always prayed for more children.
Stop it. Hold on.
Hold on.
What's your brother doing? Smashing walnuts.
Might be sellswords paid by Tywin Lannister.
We have to take the men you need.
Won't take long, my lord. Southerners don't do well.
No.
So,
no.
what is
This was a trick. Oh no. And so you're left unprotected?
You're lying. You might be a little old, but don't you call me a liar. So, you've been dreaming of a 3-eyed raven again? In the Godswood, you told me you didn't dream.
Yes, it is.
Now who's the liar? Something bad. Tell me, boy.
The water came flowing over the walls.
The sea.
Drowned men were floating here.
The sea.
In the yard.
Theon, is it not the sea?
The sea is hundreds of miles away.
I know. The 3-eyed raven.
They say all sorts of crazy things north of the wall.
You didn't answer the question. You didn't answer it. You also say you're not lying. That Theon, isn't that implied? Because the iron, they're the sea. They're the sea.
People sitting around it have better eyes than yours or mine.
How many wildlings have joined him?
From what we can tell, Mance has gathered them all like deer against the wolves. And we can't wait for them here with nothing but a pile of stones to protect us. Mance was one of us, once. They're going to be more organised than before. more disciplined. It's not a job for 400 men, but that might be my first, Lord Corin.
You also let an old man beat your bloody and take your sword. I could take up John's duties while he's gone, my lord.
No trouble for you, but trouble for him. But for some moment, he doesn't want you. Or does he? Does he mind?
He's not my manservant and he's not in love with me. And what about what a woman wants?
Much more complicated.
Because I promised my Khalasar I'd protect them and find them a safe home. And how did you get all of this? Did someone give it to you?
No.
You're a conqueror too, you're just...
Say you.
The gates of the city, you bled for me. Why?
The hardest steel does not make a mark. The only thing that can open this door
is what?
More than enough to buy horses, ships,
All I have to do...
is marry me.
Oh.
That was a romantic proposal.
I've already married once for love, but the gods stole her from me.
Oh. And so have you. You're married for love.
See, I have more ambition than you thought. Robert Baratheon is dead.
If you cross the sea with an armor you bought
The
and a
Seven
fallen
Kingdoms
husband who
are at
paid
war
for
with
it,
one another. The Starks fight the Lannisters, the Baratheons fight each other, rotting away at the edge of the world.
rich men do not become rich, but it's the right way.
And if I'd listened to that advice outside the gates of Qarth, we'd all be dead by now.
I know the opportunity before you seems like the last you'll ever have, but you must
Do not speak to me like I'm a child.
You have a good claim, a title, a birthright. You would not only be respected and feared, you would be loved. There are times when I look at you and I still can't believe you're real.
So what would you have me do as my advisor?
The allies we need are in Westeros, not Qarth.
I look forward to meeting him.
She's taking his advice. But Xerxes' offer wasn't bad at all, to be honest. It wasn't bad at all. He's a businessman and he's, you know, he said, I've married for love. She also has married for love. It didn't work out. So let this be a contract between us. I'm not offended that he made that offer to honestly.
Sideways.
Why? Am I fighting someone?
You practicing for a fight?
Oh, is that the person, the torturer, the tickler? Girl, you're using your gifts badly. Honestly, you're not giving what you're supposed to give. Give him correct names. Give him correct names. Oh yeah. So now episode. Oh, this was a very what should I say? Complex episode because everything just kept with our internet and with the breaks in transmission. I want to thank all 23 of you who stuck with me and who's still here. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I'm going to walk from now to my way back. I don't think Arya is using her offer very, very well. I am completely attracted to this person. I'm sorry, but weirdos get me. I get weirdos and they scare me at the same time, but I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that she has a person that is powerful. What is the name of that man? The one who speaks with funny sentences, that a girl speaks in the third person. As a man means by something. What does a one want? And one spoke to a girl and kept secrets. And one says, what's his name? The one with the red hair, the one who did this. Do we know his name? So, because he hasn't really introduced himself to us, and every way he speaks is in the third person. So, excuse me. So I like that he's on her side. But Arya, you see, this is the childlike part of asking someone. They say, go before the king. Your mother sends you. Ask for whatever. The king says, I'll give you whatever you want. You say candy. You didn't see house. You didn't see palace. First on your list, the people that beheaded your dad. Why didn't that come into her purview? Why? I don't know. Children serves. He's doing what he's doing. Fine. That is beside the point. Daenerys and Xaro, Xaxos, whatever the extension of his name is, which I like. I love that man's voice. My auditory nerves are heightened when he speaks. That huge black man, fantastic voice. I can see why the two servant girls, you know, she has two. The one that has been with her since the time her brother was there, and the other one too that was sleeping with her brother, the one who taught her how to let me love you down. Yes, that other girl. Both of them, but different personalities. This one is still holding on to the memories of the Dothraki religion, the culture, you know, hoping that one day they would get enough money maybe to go back into the desert and she would be the Khaleesi. She's not seeing the bigger picture. She's just seeing Daenerys as the Khaleesi. The other one who has been fantasizing, remember that time she was in the bathroom with the brother? She was telling the brother, what about the dragons? What about the this? What about the that? She did not... In the comment section, someone says his name is Jaqen Hagar, right? Jaqen. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, she's so happy now that she's finally seeing the dragon. She's obsessed. You can see how she was looking when the dragon was trying to bring out fire from its mouth and cook its own meat. And as soon as Daenerys left, you could see she stepped in. So the dragon, I was like, okay, girl, you are just like a little Miss Daenerys yourself. She was really involved. And she is telling Daenerys, because I think that girl sees the bigger picture as Daenerys being queen, you know, wants to move into the future. Oh, this person can give you this person can give you that. I think that those are two different servant girls. And Daenerys, in that moment where she was like, she's a Khaleesi, sort of felt guilty that she didn't have, she sort of felt guilty in that moment that, oh, is she really losing her Dothraki, not heritage, but the marriage rights, the gifts? Is she being unfaithful to the culture that Khal Drogo introduced her to, that gave her that freedom from her brother, that gave her that power? You know, she wants to respect her beginning and her late husband, Khal Drogo, but she also has a duty as the maybe surviving members of the Iron of the Targaryens to claim the Iron Throne, which is I can see the imbalance, her emotional turmoil with regards to two situations. So now let's go back to this wildlings that they're talking about. Have we seen the wildlings? Have we seen the wildlings? Because they keep saying wildlings, especially when Sam was talking about the first men, the Andals, he said something about the wildlings. So I'm trying to say, are the wildlings, Usher is a wildling. Okay, Usher is a wildling. That would be so amazing. I like that Jaqen guy. I really do. I think that he's got swag. There's just something mysterious about him. You know, the way he talks, like I like that. I like him. What the scene between Brienne, I think that is the soldier, the female soldier, and Kat was really emotional for me. I felt like I love seeing women bond over anything, right? Over anything. I felt Brienne's pain, and I think I understand it in the sense that she's the first maybe female knight at the round table, for lack of a better term. I know that Knight of the Round Table has to do with Lord Arthur, King Arthur, and but she was the first female, and Renly took a chance on her because kings of old, of that time, would not have put a woman in his as his protector. But Renly also knows what it feels like to be an outcast, in the sense that maybe he was not the brother, he's not the first, he's not the second. Do you understand? He was the one overlooked, made fun of, and he knew he was always intelligent. He knew that he was great. He knew he could be a better king than any of his two brothers because of his ability to be compassionate, his ability to organize, not to even talk of his got mad style. He always looked nice when he was on the screen. So to have someone to have chosen Brienne was, to me, a way of rebelling against old-fashioned and old ideals that thought women could not be strong or physically as strong as men. You know what I mean? So he took a chance on inviting her into that. And Brienne appreciated being seen, appreciated being chosen. She said something about not knowing her mother. And that I was just, you know, and Kat to talk about her mother dying in childbirth. Like, those women, they just bonded in that moment. And Brienne said this was the first time I held him, her king. She respected him so much that she had never even tried to overstep. It was not a sexual thing. She wasn't doing her duty for favors. She was doing it out of passion. She loved Renly and wanted to serve and protect him. And I don't know how long from the time she was anointed, not anointed, sired, you know, how long it took Renly to die, but it would have killed her that, how can it be on my own watch, on my own time, when I am, you know, when they made me now, and then this is when the king died. Like, it must have really hurt her so much. You could hear the scream when he died. You're like, she really screamed. And it hurt her so much. Like, I'm sure she would have said, it's better for her to die. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. Love that you are enjoying the Game of Thrones, Kemi. Lee just gave me a super chat, and his message is, love that you are enjoying the Game of Thrones, Kemi. Wondering what you think of Brienne so far. Strong woman, yes, physically strong. Varys, you like? Varys, like in King's Landing? The bald guy? Is that who you're talking about, Lee? I like Varys a lot. I've said that. I like him a lot in previous episodes. That conversation, my favorite part of seeing him was when he was having that word conversation with Littlefinger. Every time he's talking, I feel like Varys is advising us about something. So I always pay attention because he always tells us the answer, but in a roundabout way. So back to Brienne, when she was saying that about, you know, wanting to protect Kat. She wasn't doing it because she loved Kat. She was doing it because Kat had said something that my son Rob will definitely avenge Renly and Rob have the same enemies, and they would have to get it down. Do you understand? Also, I think Kat is keeping her alive. Brienne alive, helped her escape because Brienne was the only one in the room when Renly said Rob can keep his title. Rob and I will join forces together. Do you understand? So if it ever comes out somewhere that no, Renly was never on Rob's side, she'll be like, Brienne, didn't you hear when the king said before he died? I think so. I'm reading I'm going to go to the comment section now for if anyone has any question for me based on how I feel with this episode. Please don't give me any spoilers. We're watching it together, please. So be very careful because I can pick things up Lee, my name also gets confused for the opposite gender all the time. Morgan, absolutely, it does. Mike M 2002, Battle of the Minds with conversation between Varys and Littlefinger. Oh yes, dear, that is absolutely true. Yes. And Danny wants to know how I'm doing. I'm doing great, and we're going to be going into episode 6 now. Oh wait, we haven't gotten 5 super chats. What's happening today? At least let's get one more. Let's reach half my goal. We're supposed to get 10, but we've only gotten 4. LJ, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. LJ says, this is my second watch of the show. Just realized I like Tywin. He's not a good guy, but he doesn't pretend to be. He is very smart. Ruthless, but smart. Absolutely, I agree with you. He's very smart, and if we were not to judge him by his children and his relationship with Tyrion, we would support him. If you think about it, we would support him. Oh my goodness, Joe, Raphael, Kemi, who do you think deserves the Iron Throne? Thank you for the super chat, Joe. And your question was, Kemi, who do you think deserves the Iron Throne the most right now? Rob, because of the 3 okay, who is vying for it? Because like now everybody's vying for it. Prior to Rob, I would have rooted for Renly. Yes, because he seemed like a forward-thinking person, and I would have rooted for him. He might not be physically strong to fight in battle, but it takes more than that to be a king, So I'm rooting for Rob. Rob so far has the total package. He has the total package. He's a great son to his mom. He's handsome. Why did I mention handsome, please? He knows how to strategize. He is forgiving, even to the people that didn't support him. He would rather convince you to support him than kill you. That is amazing. And Joe, this is your first super chat, but not your last. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining. So Rob, I smile Stark. Rob, that makes me smile Stark. Absolutely. Rob, curly hair, black Stark. All right. Oh my goodness. Any more question for me? Okay. People think it should be Daenerys because she has dragons, but the thing is, I don't know and please, I'm just watching it. Let me just tell you from what I've seen so far, please, because I know, you guys were like, no, I said this, I said that in the comment section, but I'm a little worried about rulers that can't make up their own minds, right? And because she hasn't yet built her own army and stood in charge yet, I don't know how she would be as a leader. I need to see her in that position, to know, okay, this is the kind of leader you will be. Because I have seen Rob in a leadership position, I can sort of tell what he will do. These people, sometimes you say, oh, you'll make a good leader, and then you step into that position and you change. I can see Joffrey, even before, clearly he doesn't deserve it. Then who else? Renly, I would have voted because clearly he's something. The other one, Stannis, is being controlled A leader that is being controlled, that can't make up his own mind. How can I trust you? How can I don't know. What do you think? No, Daenerys has a birth claim. That's why I believe her to better for the throne. No, I don't believe you should be a leader as a result of a birthright. That's Red Honey. Sorry, I disagree. You shouldn't be ruled because your daddy owned it, then you should own it. No, 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 no. You should deserve it. You should earn it. You know? So if you're not a good leader, then out with you. And someone better than you should take your place. Because that's what her brother was saying. If we're going by it's a birthright, then her brother, who was running crazy, doing whatever he was doing, should have had it, should have it now. You know what I mean? He was badly behaved, and I didn't think he should have gotten the rulership too. And while we're at it, let's really talk about it. The Dothrakis are crazy. All right, so we're going to go now. Thank you so much for the 6 super chats, everyone. I'm very grateful. 10 is the goal, but I'm very happy for the 6 that we've gotten. And Morgan, if you can tell me if you're ready so we can go into episode 6.